So hi, I'm Daniel from MangoSteam. I'm here to talk to you today about Syncronome, our smart GPS calendar. So why would you need a smart calendar? We used to use these paper journals to jot down all our events, and that was good enough back then. But these days, adventure living has gotten a bit more complicated. We live these interconnected, disjointed lives where your personal, professional, social, and digital lives all run separately from each other. Your default phone calendar just isn't enough. Whether you're working or working out, it requires complete manual input. It needs you to put in all the events, and it doesn't give you anything back than what you put in. It requires your total attention. Here at Syncronome, we've got a new system. We're using geolocation to build up your routine for you. So basically, if you go to work in the morning from 9 to 6 every day, it puts that in. You go to the gym on Monday at 6 p.m., it puts that in and checks you in there, and builds up your routine. From that, you can start predicting things. So for example, I've got in here, you've got a lecture from 3 to 5 o'clock on this Tuesday. Next Tuesday, it will have it in for you. The priority system also makes sure that the most important events don't get moved about. Compared to making events up, here, actually I want to show of hands. Who here has tried to schedule an event with a lot of people and tried to pick a day for it and had like 100 different responses back? Just put up your hands if you tried that. Pretty difficult, right? It's a pain in the ass. So we tried to make that easier. So compared to this timetable tennis, as we call it, we've got this new system where you can put in a general time frame. So for example, instead of selecting a day, you say, I want to meet these people in the next 3 weeks. You choose the people and it looks through their routine if they're on Syncronome as well, and matches you up to find the time that all of you are most available. To get into the nitty-gritty of it, this is our team. So I'm the CEO and founder. I've worked in startups before. We've actually had a few people. Our CTO has been working for 30 years programming. Has also worked in startups and big companies. Our creative network, Elisa, has worked in fashion, international markets and emerging markets. And our COO, Tom, has been working with people from Apple to Ogilvy in marketing and also server maintenance. So the smart calendar market, it's not like we're the first ones here. There are many people who are trying to crack this problem. You have the established old-style calendars who have their grip hold on the market, and then these newcomers who are trying to find this space where there's something to move into. We aim to protect ourselves and also basically get our distribution by creating partnerships. So we're already talking to UCL Union and the University of London Union, and they're giving us their calendars. We're aiming to get student timetables up. So for example, we've actually started talking to the University of Edinburgh while we've been here, and we're trying to get timetables onto our system so our student users can have those timetables up day one. So we're MangoSteam, we handle all the mundane, leaving you to deal with the extraordinary. Thank you very much.
We're all really time poor, and so anything that can help us to just slot extra stuff into our day is going to be really helpful.
I just spend a disproportionate amount of my time trying to schedule and book meetings with clients. If I had an app that could do all of that for me, it would just save so much of my time.
I came up with the idea when I was living out in Japan, and I went to class one day in the wrong building. Why couldn't my calendar tell me which building I should be in? So if it knew I was there last week, why couldn't it tell me next week?
Knows what I am, where I'm meant to be, what location I'm meant to be in.
It sounds like it'd save a lot of emails. I mean, we do fire a load of emails, lots of them get missed.
I'm always going to events around London, and I'm always looking for that app that helps me synchronize my timetable.
We have this real passion for helping people's lives through technology. There's nothing else like it out there at the moment. Even if you're not keeping your calendar up to date, the GPS tracking is. We handle the mundane, leaving you to deal with the extraordinary.